Hi, everyone. First and foremost, I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to all who came to the ordination last Saturday. Thank you to all of you who have prayed and have shown your support in a myriad of ways. It means a great deal to me. Though I spoke about this a bit in my Word for the Week video before the ordination, I'd like to take an opportunity to talk some more about the transitional diaconate. There have been a lot of questions like, what do you mean there's another ordination in 6 months? What exactly is a transitional deacon? What do we call you now? So I'm going to try to answer those questions. God willing and the people consenting, in 6 months I will be ordained a priest. But right now, I am what the Episcopal Church typically calls a transitional deacon. All people who are called to the priesthood first serve as a deacon for a period of at least 6 months. Archdeacon Sarah is what the church typically calls a vocational deacon. That is, her call is specifically to the diaconate. Here's the thing, though. Theologically and liturgically, there is no difference. A deacon is a deacon. I would imagine then that the next question is, why then is the transitional diaconate a thing? All ministry in the church, lay and ordained alike, is founded on and flows out of our common ministry as baptized Christians. Full stop. It doesn't go away when one is ordained. In a similar fashion, though, once that threshold is crossed, all ordained ministry is founded on and flows out of the diaconate. The diaconate is a ministry of service, of proclamation, of truth-telling, and of serving as a bridge between the church and the world. For transitional deacons, that identity as a deacon does not go away once ordained a priest. If you've heard folks say, once a deacon, always a deacon, that's exactly what they're talking about. So that leads to the question of what to call me now. I am still Jeremy, but I also want folks to call me what makes them feel comfortable, and perhaps what aligns with their sense of spirituality. To be specific then, Father is reserved for priests, so that will come in December. For now then, if Jeremy feels too informal for you, you are welcome to address me as Deacon Jeremy. A few of you have asked me if I feel different now that I am ordained, and the short and honest answer to that question is yes. Before I was ordained, I described what I was feeling as an intense longing for a home I'd never been to, but that I knew that once I arrived there, I would feel like I belong. So, I feel at home. Now, I want to be clear that I still feel a deep sense of longing to be ordained a priest, but right now, I feel grounded in a way that I could not have anticipated. Here's one final way to look at it. One of the primary functions of the deacon in worship is setting the table for communion. There is profundity to this moment that embodies the sacramentality of the servanthood of a deacon. It is a sacramental moment of hospitality. We set the table in this way because it means that we and Christ have considered you, prayed for you, loved you before you even arrived. The body of a deacon preparing the table becomes a bridge between your place in the world and your place in the church. Through their acts, the deacon humbly lets you know that there will be enough. The deacon quietly prepares you to meet God's abundance at the altar in a world that all too often sees only scarcity. A table is being set for you, where once the Eucharist has been celebrated, you will meet Christ in his body and blood, taking Christ into yourself. And once the meal is over, the deacon will use their voice to boldly send us back out into the world strengthened, and renewed. That's what makes this feel like home for me. Ultimately, though, we want you all to feel at home in your ministry as lay people. And when I return with my next word for the week, that is where I'll pick up as I share more specific details about how my ministry is shifting in the wake of my ordination to the diaconate and as your associate rector. I'll be sharing about how we're working to make this place a home where all feel emboldened in their service and in living out their baptismal callings. So again, thank you. It is my honor and privilege to serve in your midst as a deacon.